Hey, weirdos, it's Brian. I think this is on. Maybe. Kinda. Alright, let me get over here. There we go. Hot diggity. Alright, fellas, ladies. That'd be cool to think that there's women out there watching me. Kind of sexy, too. But, whatever. Alright, guys, so today I'm off. Some crazy weather's hitting Texas here. So we're like hunkering down. And I said, hey, let's do a live stream. Let's get some shit done. So let me see. I'm gonna work on that Tamiya 232 badass armored car. The Germans have the coolest armored cars in World War II, in my opinion. The Germans and the Americans. I dig the American M8s. Those are fucking sweet. One of the reasons why I like the M8 so much is it's that 37 shoots canister round, baby. I love that shit. Talk about clearing the fucking enemy. Just turn them into mist with a big old giant shotgun. All right, folks. Okay, so here's the model so far. We did the chassis and the wheels and the hole. Now we gotta do the evil fucking fenders. Does not look fun. Fenders are no fun because it has all the shit on all the detail. All right. So let's do fender. Is it the front right fender? Okay. So that's helpful. I mean, just them saying that, at least I know what freaking fender it is. So trying to test fit everything. Okay. We got B11 front right fender. There it is right there. Nice and Tamiya again, best fucking model company in the world, in my opinion. My buddy James of JVC Paints lives in Japan, so like hell, he's like he walks down the street and he trips over a Tamiya kit. Goes to the grocery store, there's Tamiya all over the place. Goes in to take a shit. There's a Tamiya model vending machine. So motherfuckers living in heaven over there. Living in modeling heaven. He did a video of I guess there's some popular, I can't remember, it's obviously some Japanese fucking name. It's I guess there's a bunch of like, kind of like geek culture modeling and anime and all that stuff there. It's like a giant like shopping district. And he went out there and he like videoed it and he was like showing all the like cool ass stores. Oh man, it's fucking epic. Go to JVC Paints and check that out, man. It is fucking awesome. There's nothing like that I know of in the States. I mean, you might have a strip mall that has maybe, like a comic shop and maybe like a game store or like a arcade or books, I don't know, something like that, kind of all in the same in the shopping center, but nothing like this thing that he was showing off. It was badass. All right, A5. Huh? I know this is action packed, but that's what we're doing right now. Seeing how a modeler does it. You modelers know how it's done. A5, where you at? Where you at? There it is. A5 looks to be like maybe it's some sort of stowage, maybe extra ammo stowage, or could just be their ratchet set for all I fucking know. A5, where you at? There we go. If anybody's on board, say hi so I know that I'm not in some episode of Twilight Zone just talking to the ether. So lately, me and Mel, which if you don't know who Mel is, she's my sexy, beautiful wife that partakes in my geek endeavors with very little complaint, which I have to credit her for that because this stuff is not necessarily her go-to. But I love her dearly, and she loves me, and she takes me for the team. But when she plays with it, you have fun when we play, right, babe? Huh? You have fun when we play games, right? Yeah. Yeah, she said. All right, fellas, ladies, and whoever's in between, we got the epic super thin, badass Tamaya glue. The only glue I use. You what?
I'm gonna close this door.
You gonna close my door, huh? She's isolating me, guys.
You are now isolated.
I'm being isolated. Stay in my room. She's doing me in my room. I got my own hobby room, so that's always cool. So I cannot complain about that. So that's kind of cool. One cool thing about this Tamaya glue, guys, is that you can just glue the whole goddamn glue everything, and it dries clear, right? You can't see any kind of like. I know I said this last time. I'm just fucking talking. Hey, Justin, what's up, dude? No live chats tonight. Slow night for you guys. Justin, everybody, Justin. Justin is our local know everything, super smart dude, big reader, and our favorite Canadian. Well, one of our favorite Canadians, because we got several favorite Canadians. He's a cool dude. He's on Shadows channel a lot, and he's got his own channel. You gotta throw up your channel name up again, dude. On the text, so people can check you out. They talk about everything. Right now, the guys have been really delving deep into. So, like in the original D&D, they had like a reading selection, for you to go, like suggestions to go read books that they kind of that inspired Gygax and Arnis and all those guys to do D&D, and they're reading all the whole list. Pretty interesting. I do it, man, but the only kind of reading I do is I listen to books while I'm driving, so I just don't have the time, man. I know that there's all those electronic things that you can get now, but shit, I'm so techno retarded that I would have to get some sort of device and all that stuff. But it's just your name. Oh, okay, that's cool. To divorce. Yeah. Well, I meant, dude, it's like if she's gonna dump me, we've both been married before. She'd just tell me. there's no slippery slope. She's like, I'm sick of your shit. Get the fuck out, or I'm leaving. So, yeah, I'd probably do the same thing if I was ready. I'm just like, see ya, we're done. But she is my soulmate. Oh my god, my soulmate. She's a pretty cool chick. So yeah, so you guys swing over. Is it on YouTube, or is it Discord? Probably both. Yeah, go check out Justin Thor LP. There you go. Man, see, that just fits together like perfect, guys. I'm telling you, it's like there's no fiddly parts. I mean, there's small parts, and when you got big meaty claws, that could be an issue. But whatever. You're gonna have those issues anyway. But yeah, just everything fits together perfectly to my kids. I cannot talk about them enough because they're just fucking epic. Ooh. So this looks like this is the license plate. Oh, look at that! I think it's actually got in the molded into it. I think it's the field marking of reconnaissance platoon. I think that's what that is, or it could just be fucking detail of the whatever. No, I think it is. It's the square with the X. That's like a Panzer. I can't remember. I used to know all the damn tactical designations and stuff back in the day, but my brain is like mush now. So, well, that's cool. Appendix N, huh? Is that what it's called? That's cool. I remember. I want to say that the Steve Jackson, like, I want to say, I bought GURP. I'm not a big fan of GURPS, but it's okay. But they had a shit ton of source books, right? And they're great. Those source books are really good just for like I bought some of the World War II ones, right? And they're right full of like just general information of the time, like how much like the unit costs for weapons and like what's the unit cost of a B-17. I mean, that's kind of cool to know. And like they talk about the food prices of the time, shit like that, which is kind of interesting. So if you're doing any kind of war gaming in that time frame, those Steve Jackson game source books are kind of neat. All right, so there's the front right fender done. But I guess you guys want to look at my mug, or do you guys want to look at what I'm doing? I guess I could do both. I can just show you what I'm doing here. I'm wearing my Hellfire Club. Awesome. From fucking what is it? Stranger Things. Pretty cool show. I think it jumped the shark though already, but I still enjoy that. I really enjoy the characters in it. I think they did a pretty good job on the character, development there. They did some weird story like that. There's that like Indian girl, like in her group of like revolutionaries. That one season, that was dumb. I don't know if they're trying to do a spin-off from that, or I don't know what the fuck that was about, but that was stupid. But I don't know. I think this needs to be the last season if they're doing another. I think they're doing one more season. I think rear right. Okay, so now we're doing the rear right fender. That is B12. But for the most part, it's a decent. Hell yeah, dude! I shaved my beard. I'll let you guys see my mug here. I shaved my beard. Got my like Civil War, like little goatee action going on here. And yeah, I got my crazy hair. I used to wear long hair back in the day, but I wore a mohawk for a good portion of my life because I was a big punk. But I wore my hair long from time to time. But Mel likes my hair long, so I fucking wear it long. And it is long, man. It's like long. Yeah, dude. Justin, I've got 2 platoons of 251. Got a platoon of Bandai 251s and 148 for early war, and they're roughly, I want to say, so they're like the kind of the weird front with the muffler or whatever. And then I've got a platoon of late war D's, Sear D's from Tamaya in 148. And those are the later war one with the more kind of like angled. So I figured, I don't tournament play, right? I'm playing these campaign. I'm playing the Weird World War II campaign. And then when I'm done, whatever I'm out of date is getting sold or getting donated to all you chuckleheads for hanging out with me for all that crap. So, but yeah, I do have 2 platoons of 251s, one early model, one late model, and that platoon also it includes the platoon commander, which will have like some sort of a gun on it, like maybe a 37, or they had a 37 like one, and then they had like a kind of like I want to say it's a 27 millimeter gun, just like small little like AT guns on them. 3 tracks for the infantry units, and then there's going to be 2 mortar carriers. 5.1 without the shield, the gun shield. They just take it off and they just fit an 81 millimeter mortar in there. And then there's, I believe, 2 carriers. Early war, all they did is knock off that gun shield and they put that tripod for the MG34, and they just raised it to its max ceiling and the superstructure, so it could shoot from the vehicle at its full, ammo, like full heavy machine gun or whatever you want to say it. And then I've got I've got some, and these are conversions, right? Some of these things are conversion. Yeah, Platoon is about as big as I get. Oh, okay, yeah, man, those Tamai ones are really good, man. They make some great. There's some conversion companies out there that have like where you convert it into like the I can't remember the model names, but like you can put the 75 short barreled 75 millimeter in it. You can do like the quad or the triple. I think it was MG15s or maybe MG or 15 millimeter guns. It's like an AA, like an anti-aircraft gun version of it. And then there's another one where it's got a limited 2 mil on it, which is like another like either support or a AA. But yeah, they got some cool not secondhand, but third party conversion kits. That's one cool thing about model kits, man, is like there's always build that thing that no one else builds or has a conversion kit for it. So you can pretty much build whatever the hell you want. All right, so A18, guys. Let's check this shit out. Okay, so here's the fender. A18 is right here. I know you guys can't see that shit, but that looks like a fire extinguisher. Let's see here. So, like, that's an interesting, detail, right? So, a lot of games. I want to say that you have like there's a category where like like the vehicle's on fire and they got to roll to see if the crew puts it out or whatever the fuck, right? Well, in my game, the crew, if the vehicle did catch on fire, they got to fucking put it out in gaming, right? They got to grab the damn fire extinguisher, and put the damn thing out, all while being shot the hell at by enemy artillery or whatever the fuck. But hey, if you can do it, you can do it, right? That's what I like. I like realistic gameplay. I've done my time for that shit. I want to be able to do whatever the fuck I want to do in a game. Period. And if there's a game that doesn't allow me to do what I want to do, then it's not the game for me. It's not the game. These are little bitty bits. Oh yeah, sweet deliciousness. And there you go. Fire extinguisher. I think it's a fire extinguisher. Pretty sure it is. All right, looks like we got a box. We got a box riveting. So what have you been doing, John? Did you guys get hammered by that Arctic? What do they call it? Arctic funnel or Arctic, whatever the fuck they're calling it up there. I don't. Those are like negative. I saw they had a news report like the other day, and they're showing like the coldest place right at the moment in North America. And it was up in Canada Bay or some fucking like weird, but it was like minus like 30 degrees. I'm like, God Lord, how do you even function in that kind of shit? Mel used to tell me that she grew up in like North Dakota. Her dad was in the military up there, and she was telling me that there'd be like it'd be like minus 10, and they'd be going to school. I'm like, what the fuck? I guess they'd have to, because it's so common that you can't, because every day is a cold weather day, and you never get school done if you're taking cold weather day every damn day. But yeah, they fill up or they can barely move, and then they get to school, and then they take all their damn clothes off, because the school's heated, so it's like they have like sub-zero thermal gear on, and then they got to take it off or they're gonna fry. The school's heated. I couldn't imagine what like our forefathers, tough bastards, man, living in those regions with just like pelts and some big women next to them, keeping them warm and alive. So yeah, I mean, I guess there was that crazy weather here last week up north, the Arctic Dome or what, I can't remember that. It's so funny, guys. So right now, I've been crazy storm coming and whatever, and it's supposed to hit tonight. It's supposed to get real cold. It's already really cold. It's like we're in the low, and but so the fucking, because we had that catastrophic winter storm a couple years ago, right? That just froze the state, and like a bunch of people died, and the power grid collapsed. Whatever, a bunch of shit happened, right? And they were talking about that it was coming, but they didn't really say it was going to be that bad. But so now with this storm, all the weather, all the weather guys are like, like talking like a weather forecast usually only lasts like a couple minutes, right, or whatever. And if it's like bad, it'd be like minutes or whatever. Now it's like a half-hour news report about the weather, all these different models. Well, this is the German meteorological model, and this is the North American, and this is the I'm just like, what the fuck? Why are you using like other, I mean, so they're inundating everybody with this extra, hey, well, look, we told you, man, we told you. It seems like it's like they're covering their own ass or something. I don't know. And it's just like we told you, we showed you multiple, this is what they're saying, so be prepared. And if you're not, it's our fault because we told you, that we gave you the information and you didn't do anything with it or whatever. It's what it just seems like. I don't know if that's true, but it just seems, and it just seems like they're really like defensive about what's happening or what's going to happen. And I'm just like, it's like, relax, dude. We know you guys don't know what the fuck's going on. Name a weatherman that actually gave us the right weather, for where you're at. I mean, it's kind of hard to do, right? I mean, there's a lot of different people in different locations. Assume that that one location is covered by what he's being said is pretty stupid. But anyway, they just seem like really stressed given their reports now. Maybe there's some sort of mandate where they gotta you gotta give the accurate weather forecast or people are gonna get killed. I don't know. Why is that fitting right? I got it the wrong way. Yeah, Texas has their own, and it's got some problems. But shit. Hopefully, live and learn. Hopefully. But shit, who knows? Yeah, we were at it when that storm hit, man, we were out of power for fucking like 3 days. It was bad. We had a pipe break in the garage. And that was a fucking nightmare. That super sucked. Why is that not fitting like this one is? All right, guys, we got some shenanigans here. It's not fitting right. Okay, let me see if I'm doing it right. You always gotta check the instructions. I usually start just fitting shit and putting stuff together, which I need to slow down. Let's get the right thing in the right spot. That's the right fucking spot. Huh. A15. Bo, what's up, guys? What's up, Bo? Boanator. A15. That's A15. Shit. Oh no, I take that. That's A16. See, guys, I'm not reading the shit. How can you not read the damn parts right? Duh. I gotta mark it because if I put it in the box, I don't remember what fucking. I'm stupid. 16. All right, so See, it helps to use the right part. See, and Tamai makes a kit so excellent that if you put the wrong part and you know you put part A into part B, it's not going to fit right. So good on them. Thank you, Tamaya, for checking my stupidity. Yeah, I know, dude. Well, there's nothing I can do about it. Everybody I vote for does not win because I always vote like third parties, people that seem pieces of shit. So my candidates never win locally or nationally or intergalactically. I just can't pick them. Can't pick the winners. But we got a new president. We got Trump. So he's in power. And Biden did some weird, like, last minute fucking like he pre-pardoned somebody. Can you even pre somebody? I don't know what the fuck that's about. I don't know. I guess he pre-pardoned some of his cabinet, some of the Congress people that were investigating or whatever. Anyway, fucking weird. Let's see. Got to get that. There we go. Here we go. Where's the other? I think they're license plates or something. That's true. Voting and cleaning. I had to clean. See, that's another. Mel has a cat, right? I'm not a cat guy. I'm a dog person. But when you get married, there's certain things that you. Anyway, the cat's cool and all, but anyway, yeah. So that's new to me. This whole kitty litter shit, and it's like fucking cat shitting in a box, and Mel's awful about getting it fucking keeping it clean. So I'm the one who in time. I'm like, every time I'm doing it, I'm like, I thought you were supposed to do this, but you're the man. Yeah, the one time the Mel pulls the gender part is like when she doesn't want to fucking do something. It's like I'm like, okay, I'll take care of that. Go do the dishes. Go do my damn laundry. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought we were doing traditional, family roles here. And she's like, no. So it's like, oh, good times. Good times. You gotta love them. These women, we bullshit. That's what that is. You gotta find a woman that just put up with your bullshit. They're pretty cool for the most part. Pretty cool. It's true. It's true. It's like to be at that level of politics. I mean, yeah, you had to do something dirty to get there, probably. So, fuck. I try to live my life as I want to live it best I can, and stay under the radar for the most part. So fuck them. Fuck them. All right, C26, fellas. That is going to be the jack. That is the tank jack. They're fucking cool. They're like big block, big old chunk of metal. Pretty cool looking. I can find it. Was it C26? There it is. There it is. The Germans, they would like on at least their tanks, they would They would also attach like a block of wood with the tank, right? So you can actually put the jack on this block of wood because more than likely if you're changing a track or some shit or changing out a road wheel or whatever, it's going to be out in the field, right? So it's going to be soft earth and all that kind of shit, so they got to put it on some firm base. So that's kind of cool. If she doesn't make a sound, oh hell yeah, Mel makes some excellent food, man. She's a good cook. I'm not hard to please in the kitchen. I mean, you can fucking pretty much make anything and I'll eat it. We were talking about that today. It was like she made like a real simple like chicken noodle soup, right? And I'm like, baby, that was a great soup. I'm like, oh man, it was awful. I didn't have any ingredients. It was some spices and chicken and broth or whatever, right? I'm like, fucking great. It's like, what else do you put in a fucking chicken noodle soup other than chicken and some noodles? And so I'm easy to please in the kitchen. In the kitchen. And then the horn. Oh yeah, guys, we're laying down the horn. Hey, in battle, Oh, I watched. There was this one. There's this one live footage from Ukrainians were driving through like a Russian town, and I guess it was a tank, and they were cranking up some like American. That's fucking awesome. I mean, if you're gonna fucking go gangsta, go gangsta. I guess the big news right now is what Twitter, TikTok, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. TikTok went silent, right? And all the fucking weirdos are losing their shit. Which I mean, I can understand. I mean, if you got a business through it or you've whatever. I mean, I get it. But I mean, they've had plenty of time to like transfer it to a new platform or whatever they're gonna do. But we watched some like leave it to these fucking unhinged folks to do like exit. Like they're like, how could they be doing this? I'm gonna join the Chinese Communist Party now. And I guess a bunch of people are going to that Red Book, which is basically, is basically a fucking Chinese version of whatever, right? And I guess they're in there, and Westerners are in there, like Americans and Westerners, and like the Chinese are losing their shit. They're like, we don't really talk about things like that, and they're like, we don't say fuck the police, or we're not critical of our government. And I'm like, well, welcome to America. You open the door, you let them in. They're gonna have to deal with them, all the trolls and all the, you know what I'm talking about, Justin. You should go there. And the whole funny, for you to get an account there, you gotta get like verified. So they're just giving their info to fucking China again. It's just dumb. People are stupid. Mel watches a lot of trash TV on YouTube, right? I'm afraid their brains dribbling out her head. But some of it's pretty damn funny. But I mean, it just these people. Who are these fucking people? It's bizarre. I don't know if they do it just for clicks and likes or whatever the fuck. But my God, to like air your most private, whatever breakdowns on these fucking channels is just weird. I like to think that my dislike of China has me on a list or something. All right, man. Justin, thanks for swinging by, brother. Enjoy your carrots and celery. Right on. Take it easy, bud. Thanks for swinging by. Bo, if you're still, man, I should have invited you guys. If you guys want to sit in, you're welcome to sit in. Think about, I forgot this is This is Restream, so I can like invite you. If you want to swing in, man, let me know. I'll send you the link. Watch some other thing, like I guess I don't know how I find these videos. They just pop up on my feed for whatever reason. I guess there's some new some of these like what do you call them, like toy collector guys. I don't know why I'm getting these. Maybe I looked at like an old GI Joe commercial or some shit. Kid, like, oh yeah, I remember I had that thing commercial or something, and next thing you know, I'm fucking getting all these channels about collecting retro toys. But anyway, I guess some big toy collector guy got busted for doing whatever the fuck he's doing, and all these different channels are, making videos about, him being a douche or whatever, and I'm just like, who cares? I don't give a shit. It's just weird. Anything for those clicks, I guess. I remember, speaking of that, I remember there was a guy, he did like a bolt action channel. I can't remember what his fucking name was. But he was like a cop, right? And I think he was up in like Wisconsin or some shit. I don't know where the fuck he was. Up north somewhere. Following, had a pretty big channel. And he's now I reference this because he's a fucking cop. And he got busted for like fiddling with a kid or some shit. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. I think it was that, but I saw his mugshot and I got some weird feed like pop up. And I'm like, hey, isn't that fucking dude that does that channel? A little research, and yeah, that was him. And his channel's dead. I mean, it's still up, but there's nothing new in it. Craziness. Crazy. Oh, you got to get to work, huh? You got to get ready for work. I thought you're working day shift nowadays, dude. You doing nights again? Or have you always been doing nights? Bo's a bad MO. Working Mo. I can use this piece that I accidentally tried to force into slot B. All right, so like this, like that, like it's like that. Man, they just slide together, man. They're fantastic. So like if you're doing a Tamiya kit and it doesn't look right, it's not. You fucked up somewhere. So go back and look at the instructions, because all of these pieces, I cannot give enough praise to Tamiya, man, because all these bits will fit exactly how they're supposed to fit. And if they don't, you did something wrong. So it's just, some of those kits you do, they work. It works. But like this front. What is this one? Front left fender. Okay, so that's left fender. Front right fender. Yeah, hold on a second. Okay, front is the first one. Front right. And rear right. Okay, got it. Yeah. 95, huh? It's kind of low, dude. It's not like super fucking high. That's good. Oh, number 181. Look at you. That's good, man. I tell you, you were telling me that you're a big soda drinker. Shit, that'll do it, man. That will do it. But I've lost quite a bit of weight. I've lost about 50 pounds. And honestly, what I've been doing, I just drink a lot more water. I just drink water all the time. I might have because when I'm a driver for a living, so I gotta have but I get diet soda, but I don't drink coffee. That's the only kind of caffeine that I intake is like from a soda. So I might have a couple diet sodas a day just to keep my ass awake for a 12-hour shift. But other than that, I pretty much just drink water all the time. Hot diggity. Well, good, man. 181. I guess I mean, is that big for you? 181? You're small. I mean, you're not short or anything. Well, that's good, dude. Sugar's like fucking the devil's nectar. I don't think sugar's good for you at all, like in any way. I mean, it's so amazing how like like in the 50s and America comes up with that fucking food pyramid bullshit and says like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna eat nothing but lard and sugar. So you got to get a bunch of fucking eat all that shit and get all these carbs. It's just like, okay, whatever. And then now it's like, nope, we're not going to do that anymore. We found that was all a lie. It's like, oh no, the government lied? How could that be? All right, guys. So here we go. This is the right rear fender. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? See, you guys are learning so much. This is what the right rear fender of a 232 looks like. If I can fucking figure out I don't know how this thing fucking works. But anyway, there's the fender. All right, then we got our engineering tools. We got a shovel. That's one thing I do, guys. So like my Weird War bits box, right? It's massive. I mean, it's like 40 years of fucking bits of like nothing but like World War II kits and like maybe some 40K and like 40K kits, and that's it. It's just ton and like all like pretty much Weird War stuff. It's fucking great. And I'd like to like my dust kits, right? They don't really have a whole lot of stowage on their kits, so I'll like add like shovels. And now with fucking 3D printers, holy shit, man! You can just get an STL of a World War II shovel, stowage shovel, and you print the hell out of it. And you put it on everything, make it look extra cool. I like my Weird War to be as realistic as you could get, I want it to seem like it would, really fit in the Weird World War II, in the World War II era. So I've been thinking, like, I've been watching, like, I'm a big movie guy, right, guys? And I've been watching, there's a lot of these channels that'll do like movie reviews or whatever. And some of them like, they just edit the shit out of a movie. Yes, pivotal scenes that are worth talking about and like doing like a little critique about it. I might do that with weird World War II movies. I just need to find the time to do it because, man, I mean, I love editing like the videos that I do. I do all that shit on my own, right? I got editing software and all that, and I like doing it, but my God, it takes a long time, right? So it's like I'm thinking about doing that. Like at least some of my favorite movies, like Zone Troopers. It's my favorite Weird World War II movie. Zone Troopers. Awesome stuff. But I think that'd be fun. Maybe have you sit in it with me, Bo. We can sit down and watch this stupid ass movie and make comments to it. It's great though. It's fun and stupid. Then we do like horrible weird because most Weird World War II movies are shit. Like SS Doom Trooper. My God, SS Doom Poop. I watched this one not too long ago, In the Clouds or something like that. It has that Chloe, the chick that was in Kick Ass, like the hit girl actress, more Chloe Mortez or whatever the fuck her name is. Anyway, it sounded cool. It was basically kind of like a gremlin was on this. I think it was a B-25. But so I'm like, okay, that sounds interesting. Like a gremlin fucking with the crew of a B-25 in flight. That sounds cool. Kind of Twilight Zoney, right? But then it's like, then how is she in here? How is she in a B-7? How is she in a B-25? Now I know some of the whack. They would fly like, aircraft from point A to point B, right? Not in the combat zone or anything, but they would fly them to different air bases or whatever, factories or whatever. And I was like, okay, maybe it's some kind of setup like that, right? She's like a whack pilot, and she's there's a crew of female, you know, air crew, and they're flying this bomber to a training facility or whatever the fuck it is, right? Nope, that's not what happened. The stupidest fucking thing. She stows away, or she gives them just ridiculous. And then this is the kicker. I mean, you guys ain't gonna watch this shit, so don't worry about it. She snuck a baby into a flight bag on the plane, so it's like she pretends to have these orders for them to fly her to wherever they're going, and then she's got this bag with her, and it's got a fucking baby in it, and then they gotta fight gremlin in the air. Just like, what in the fuck happened to this? I mean, it sounded cool as hell, just like a bomber crew being menaced by a goddamn gremlin, and then guess what? Now all of a sudden we got this girl, like, I mean, they should have just awesome, like that would be, and it would be like, it would be plausible. It'd be like, okay, that's why there's females flying this bomber during World War II, feasible. And you can throw in the weird war element into it, and make it better because it's more realistic. Nope. She basically stowed away, and she has a baby with her, and only she can save the crew because she's the only one that can do anything, and the monster wants the baby, and I'm just like, ugh, what happened? What fucking happened? Anyway. But yep, that was a total letdown. It had some cool effects. The monster's pretty cool looking, and just the idea had a cool concept, and then the execution of it was shit. There's some really good Weird War ones, but they're not full. I haven't really seen a really, other than Zone Troopers, but Zone Troopers is like a comic book, like you're reading a cool comic book of Weird War. So it's really comic-y and over the top, but it's good. But like, it's about this like submarine crew, submarine torpedoes. They pick up some passengers of like I think they pick up some passengers of they just sunk like a German like frigate or some shit, or a corvette or something, some German ship. They picked up a few of the crew, and then they see in the fog, they see another ship. They torpedo it and blow it to hell. I guess it was like a hospital ship or some shit, right? A U.S. hospital or a British hospital ship. So all this crazy shit's happening, and then like the crews start to like see shit. They start to see like ghosts, and like there's like this knocking on the outside of the hole. Like continue, like it's not continuous. It's like it's almost like a code, like almost like Morse code. It's anyway, and that's freaking everybody out. One of the British survivors from the ship, and anyway, it's really good. It's a really good Weird War, and the crew start to turn on each other because they're out, and some of the officers are like doing crazy shit. It's a good flick. Give that one a go, guys. Below is what it's called. Let's see here. We got Horn number deuce 23. Nope. 23. See, who ever thought, you'd be putting horns on your model kits? Yeah. So Bo, I don't know if you're how's the school going, man? Bo's a martial arts instructor, so he's like a badass. I think you're Taekwondo, right? I think it's Taekwondo. Don't maybe Brazilian kickboxing or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. I'm sorry, but how is that? Are people like still? I mean, is that going well? People into it still? You know, people doing Taekwondo or whatever in your area. I've seen in locally. I've seen a few. There's been a couple like martial arts, I guess dojos or schools, or whatever you would call them. I'm not sure what they call them, but have opened up recently. I think one was a karate, and one was a taekwondo. That's pretty interesting. I wonder if there's like, I guess I mean, is there like street fighting schools? Just like, I guess you can use all that martial art, you know, the Asian martial arts and South American martial arts is, you know, if you're in a scrape. But like, is there any just like a bunch of dumb drunk fuckers swinging till one falls over? Shit, it's not like that anymore, man. It's fucking dangerous as hell out there in the world. It used to be a time where you just have a fight and that was it. It was done. Nowadays, just saw a commercial somewhere up in Utah, up there by you, Bo. Some girls got chased down by like a big truck, and they pulled up next to and blew some girl away, some like high school or some young kid, some girl, just blew her away. It's like, okay, let's like let's go out tonight and kill somebody. Just what the fuck, man? It's crazy. Remember down here in Texas, some crazy fuckers grabbed this black dude and dragged him behind a truck. They just until he was into pieces. They just dragged him into pieces. Fuck. It's crazy. Crazy shit. Crazy stuff. No bueno. Not good. All right, let's make it more upbeat. 232s, huh? So I can read the bio of the 232 for you guys real quick. Let's see what Tamaya says about the 232 armored car real quick, just for shits and giggles. All right, so what we got here, let's see what it says. Let's see. Okay, so here we go, guys. Here is a little intro of the 232 from Tamaya. First produced in 1936, the KFZ 232 featured the same paint. Oh, this is the paint scheme. Or maybe they don't have a little. I want to say they do. Hold on a second. Let's see. There we go. Here it is. Here it is. See, they do a little history. It's in. I think it's in Japanese. It's in German. Looks like French. All right. So this is what they say about it. They say the German army was prohibited from developing armored vehicles during their defeat in World War I, but in the late 1920s, they secretly approached several companies to develop prototypes of a heavy armored car. 8 and 10-wheeled armored cars with good performance were developed, but the Great Depression put these plans on hold. Then at the beginning of 1934, Bussing-Nag was again asked to create an 8-wheeled heavy armored car, and a prototype was ready by the end of the year. The simple yet robust chassis featured an 8-wheel independent suspension with large leaf springs, 8-wheel drive, 8-wheel steering, and driver positions on both the front and rear. The rear-mounted 150 horsepower L8V liquid-cooled gasoline engine gave the vehicle a top speed of 90 kilometers an hour. What's that translate to miles per hour? Because I'm American. I don't believe in all that metric shit. And it was matched with a centrally mounted transmission with 3 forward and 3 reverse. Man, talk about getting in and getting out of a situation quick. A crew of 4 was housed in an angular body designed by Duce Work and a turret with a KWK 30 20mm cannon and an MG-34 machine gun was fitted. At 14.5 millimeter armor protection, it was light, so extra frontal armor plates were added during production. Production of both the standard SD KFZ 231 and radio-equipped SD KFZ 232 began in late 1936, and a total of about 600 were produced by September of 1943. The SD KFZ 232 was equipped with the FU-11 Funker. The funk, that's so awesome. In German, radio means it's funk. Funk, the funk troops. With FU-11 radio, it featured a large frame-type antenna mounted on the body. These 8-wheeled armored cars were deployed to armored reconnaissance battalions of panzer divisions and served as the eyes of the German army from Europe and North Africa to the Russian front. There you go, guys. So the 232 is the command version or the radio version, but the 231 is just the same vehicle but without the antenna. There you go. You guys learned something today. You're welcome. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. All right. So did I get this thing done? I think this is. Oh, I just got to put that little license plate on, and that guy'll be done. Jeez. Blabbing for an hour. That's not hard to do. Where is that? There it is. But Mondays, huh? This is like for me. I try to get off. Well, no, I don't. It's hard for me. I try to make the money. Man, so I'm a delivery driver, right? And man, it was like our market was so oversaturated, guys, that I was having to work longer to like make the money that I had earlier in the year, right? So it was I was putting in some fucking hours to get. Man, it's rough. But it's kind of reverting back to how it was. I guess everybody who was working these delivery jobs just for some extra cash are done with it. They don't need to buy Christmas gifts or whatever, so they're not here. So that's good. So it's coming. It seems like it's coming back to normal. Hopefully, on plastic. And that's one thing, guys. I have done a lot in my life, but I never learned how to make fucking money. Never one that had a lot of money or made a lot of money, but I don't need a lot of money either to be happy. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I love money. I just never had any of it. But I think I did pretty good without be with what I have. And okay, so look, I jumped the gun. I did part 8 earlier. I was supposed to attach the wheels in this part, but you know what? I did it in my own time. Attaching the wheels, done. Then it says, we got to add some, I think, armored plate. Okay, so see, this is the trick. It's like, which way is the front? I think this is the right way. Yeah. All right, so B3. Let's see, what is that? There's B. So tomorrow, guys, me and Mel, we're going to play a game. And we got, it's going to be a Weird War game. So like in 1930, the moon was close, but it never had been in like hundreds of years, right? And it won't be this close again until like 2080 or some shit. So it's like, that's kind of cool. So what I did is I'll show you guys real quick. Got a game here we're gonna play tomorrow. Film it. We've got, so this is Weird World War II. We got Moon Beasts. Moon Beasts. See if I can get this thing. I don't know how you gotta do that, but Moon Beast. I can't figure it out. But here we got Moon Beasts. These are Cthulhu critters. they actually, so we got moon beasts, we got a couple of moon beasts here, and then we got some men of Ling, which are basically just satyrs, man. They're fucking just like beast men, but these are, like, I try to go on what Lovecraft did, right? What his descriptions were. So they're basically like fucking satyrs. So I got three of those dudes. And there's a couple chicks, but whatever, that'll work. So I got the men of Ling and some moon beasts are coming to Earth to capture a bunch of slaves, right? Because that's, I guess they technically live in the Dreamlands, but I come up with some shit where, like, since the moon is so close, the membrane between the Dreamlands and the real moon, or whatever the fuck, just some bullshit. So we're in China, right? The moon beasts have appeared, and their servants, the men of Ling, have come to Earth to take some slaves, and it's going to be a small Chinese village. Here's all the civilians right here, all the civilians right there, and then there's a patrol of Chinese troops that are in the area. They're responding to some sort of claim, and it'll be a big old clusterfuck. See what happens. Should be fun. Be fun. We'll see what happens. There you go. Do that tomorrow. Okay, so back to it. So B3s. Everybody in between. B. There we go. So this is going to be B3. B3. Where you at? There we go. I think these are just the armored panels to protect the transmission or whatever. They go in the front and the back. Kind of like those. I don't know what they're called, but you see like those monster trucks, and they have like the big that big kind of like plate, a metal plate that protects. I want to say it's the crankshaft or whatever it is right there. So when they go off road, that thing then get jacked. So I think that's basically what this is. Just like an armored panel that prevents. Well, it's actually pretty high up, so it's probably just added armor. To be honest with you. Okay, how does this fit? Part here. Oh, they don't have holes in it. It just kind of suggested. Uh-oh. No! It's supposed to have holes in it. Oh, it goes here. Oh, okay, my bad. Where does that go? How does that go on there? That goes on, right? Oh, it does have fucking holes. I can get it on there. There we go. Is that it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. But yeah, so tonight it's supposed to get like super cold, and we're supposed to get some moisture up from the Gulf of America. Our president, man, he's gonna at the very least, he's gonna have some interesting shit to say. That is for sure. He's gonna have get some good lines out of that dude. Hopefully, he won't turn into a fucking zombie in 4 years, like our last president. Jesus. I swear, guys, the world is surreal. Sometimes it feels like in a cartoon. And don't get me wrong, I don't think it was worth a shit. To be honest with you. But, it is what it is. Just do the best you can with what you get. Live the way you want to, live your life the best you can, the way you can. Educate your kids in a way that they know how to survive this world that we leave them. The best self-reliant and self-sufficient, good work ethic, and reasonable with their money and their needs, so they don't live in a perpetual state of stress and hardship and stress. All we can do as folks, as parents, do our best to give them those skills and give them that love and encouragement to get them through the bullshit. Try to be individuals, man. That's my big thing. Being individuals. Stop. Don't be part of the mob. Have your own way of thinking. Think the way you want to be. Don't have people tell you what to think. I hate that shit. My God. Now, don't get me wrong. A group of people can think alike because they have, shared beliefs, and that's fine. But, have it based on something, not just it's what you heard or whatever the fuck. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these fenders on because the fenders are next. And I think I'm going to call it for that because I know this is boring as fuck. So, okay. So what we got here, we've got front left fender has the jack. Left fender. It is right. Where did the fender go? Is this it? There it is. Okay. So the front left fender would be this one. That should go here if it's perfect. Yeah, it fits. There you go. See, I'm telling you guys, Tamiya. Slot A fits exactly in slot A. Love these guys for it. Good job, Tamiya. So, I think we mentioned this the last feed. We're talking about, being Tamiya, obviously my favorite model company. But the worst, my God, is Limburg. Oh, my God. So Limburg, I think they kind of cater to like new model people, like, kids and shit or whatever. But I'm telling you, this is what I don't get. Why would you make a product for new people that is shit, right? Because this is the problem, is like these people coming into the hobby, they think that that's what the hobby is. This is the hobby. Shitty model kits that don't work, that don't fit well, or they look like shit after you put them together, or whatever, right? Why don't we, for like beginners, let's have like the best model kit, that's so like they get this badass kit and it's perfect. It's like, oh my God, this is easy to make and great detail, and I could paint it up awesome however I want, and then go from there. Then they'll realize they've had the best, so now they can they have discriminating tastes, so they won't be in the future. Is that right? That doesn't seem to fit right. Yeah, it does. There you go. But no, they give cheap, like, cheap ass snap kits that don't fit with the shit. And guess what? This kid makes it and says, yeah, that wasn't fun because it's a pain in the ass to make because it didn't fit very well. And I guess this is what the hobby's like. So pass. I'm gonna play video games instead. It's like, no. Thinking about giving your kids kits, to get them into modeling. So don't give them a shitty beginner kit. Give them a fucking real kit. Show them how to do it. Have them do the best first, so they get spoiled and they demand better from. That's what I did. Shit, my first model kit was I think the first model kit I ever made was a monogram B17. It was fucking ginormous. I think it was B17. Damn thing was massive. And man, it was a blast. So I had like little men. It had like a full crew. It had like the full like 10 crew It was like a total interior. I don't even know who. I don't even know if it was. I don't know who made it, but it was amazing. And it, man, that was my first kit, and my brothers helped me build it. And shit. Then and we got it for Christmas one year, and it might have been like a joint gift actually. Now that I think of it, like my parents bought it for like all of us to work on, and but anyway, so yeah, that was pretty sweet. Oh, that can't be right. Oh, I guess there's a front and back, front and rear horn. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, there we go. All right. Make sure I did it right, guys. Yep, I did it. Okay, good. Woo. Boxy ones. Okay. All right, then we'll do next one. See, it looks so much cooler when with the fenders on it, doesn't it? Because it was looking kind of homey. See, lame, awesome, super lame, super awesome. See, there you go. That's what a fender can do for you. I watched, so talking about models and stuff. Man, I hate that I don't know who did this, what channel I saw it on, but it was a documentary about, he did like documentaries of all like the major like modeling companies, right? Like, and man, it was fascinating. And it was like, it's amazing that, surprisingly, I didn't know this, a lot of these like model kits, right? These companies are basically like buying each other's molds, like in their kit, their molds and stuff, and just repackaging them and selling them under their brand. So like Monogram would buy like a tester's kit, and then just own and box it as their own, but they didn't make the kit, they just bought the, I guess, the rights or the schematics or whatever it is, that kit as their own. It's pretty cool. And that happened a lot, right? And it's surprising, it's weird, but it's just pretty cool to see how these companies have come to be. And like, some of them were started off as like toy companies, and they were like selling like wood toys and like maybe tin toy, like metal toys, and then they like got into models like balsa kit, balsa wood kits or whatever, and then they graduated the plastic kits, and then they're just talking about just how the market's gotten kind of crazy because a lot of people aren't doing models anymore now that the 3D, there's that problem for these model companies trying to compete with people not needing to buy a model kit out. That's just amazing. Jesus. I mean, I got a 3D printer, guys, and it's fucking phenomenal. It's just amazing. Woo, look at that. It's coming together. It's coming together. Here it is. Check it out. It's getting there. Man. I love these things. All right, guys. So that's about just over an hour of me just blabbing, looking at little building little toys, which I fucking love. Yep, that's what I do. I'm a modeler. All right, guys. Well, just want to do a live feed, get some hobby in more. The next session that we do should finish it. It's just the turret and then just some of the details. We'll be done. And then we'll paint it up. We're gonna paint this up early war, so should be pretty cool. All right, guys. So, thanks for swinging by, my friend. And Justin, thanks for coming by. And everybody else who sees this later on, I appreciate it. Leave a if you have anything to say. And if you don't, it's cool too. All right, guys. Whatever you do in this crazy, crazy mixed up world, keep it weird. See ya.